I've been thinking, we should have a different kind of radio show.
The Eamon Lowe Show, in association with Finnegan Waste Disposal Services Dundalk.
The first weekend of the lockdown has ended, and I spent it in a showdown with Andre Rieu. I'm Eamon Lowe, and this is my broadcast. I'd like to preface today's show by saying that I have reached yet another first in online broadcasting. I'm outside broadcasting from the confines of my Toyota Avensis. The mother has started nesting in her new cocooning environment, and as there is both a Dyson and a hand steamer operating inside, my broadcast facility has been somewhat compromised. Hence today's broadcast comes from the familiar surroundings of my 08 Avensis. For clarity, I'd like to point out that this is a broadcast, not a podcast and not a broadcast. It's broadcasting without an A. Last night, in an effort to bring a little light relief and some family time to the house, I decided to organise a surprise family movie for the mother, myself and her lover Roger. In a stroke of genius, I chose the movie Cocoon, the 1985 Steve Guttenberg classic. I chose it because both of my housemates, that's the mother and Roger, are the type of people who need to be cocooned at this very extraordinary time in our lives. I felt that this gentle sci-fi romantic comedy romp would be a great way to put them at their ease at this very difficult time. Organising a movie night for octogenarians is a very skilled operation, and not to be attempted by people who don't know what they're doing. Some rookie mistakes include popcorn. People with dentures simply cannot handle popcorn. The skins of the kernels, which are hard and thick, can migrate in between the plate of the dentures and the roof of the mouth. This leads to discomfort, both for the dentures wearer and the person trying to concentrate on the movie. So no popcorn. Barley sugars make a great, long-lasting alternative. Be warned though, barley sugars or any other sucky sweet means there's a lot of sucking sounds. But better that than the constant pausing of the movie to rinse off a set of dentures. Speaking of pausing the movie, please make an allowance for at least 2 toilet breaks during a 90-minute feature film. If, like me, you've 2 over 80s to deal with, try and coordinate their toilet breaks to minimise disruption. In other words, if they could both need to go at the same time, that'd be great. A seasoned pro will know the bladder capacity of his charges and will dispense drinks accordingly. And so what of the movie? Cocoon, I think you'll agree, is a masterpiece from the director Ron Howard. I won't spoil the plot except to say that it's great for the OAPs in your life. It does have its darker sides though, as we see normally reserved elderly Americans repeatedly breaking and entering into a house close to their retirement home. They commit this felony so they can swim in the swimming pool with a load of big rocks. But overall, it's a life-affirming romp. One nice touch was the sex scene between Jack, played by the always brilliant Guttenberg, and his gorgeous lover, whose name I can't remember. I say sex scene, but it really is gentle, so don't be worried. You don't see anything, not even boob. So it's safe to watch with the oldies. I found the scene poignant for our current situation of social distancing, because Guttenberg managed to get the ride of his life without being anywhere near her. She was 10 yards away on the other side of a swimming pool, and she seemed to simply bounce her sex at him. Quite confusing, but very safe in these times of no contact. Sexual distancing, I like to think of it as. However, whilst I enjoyed revisiting this cinematic tour de force, it proved unsuitable for my purposes. Midway through the movie, as the pensioners from the retirement home got a new lease of life, they started getting amorous. And, not to put too fine a point on it, sex was being had. Not the swimming pool non-contact type, but full-on geriatric conjugals. No, there was nothing to see, but you knew they were at it. And whilst this was little more than a mild embarrassment for me, it simply served to stir the loins of Roger and the mother, who hobbled off upstairs and left me to watch the last half hour on my own. They missed the alien spaceship and everything. What's the point? So whilst the family movie is, I feel, a great way of dealing with isolation, Cocoon may not be the film for anyone sharing a house with 2 randy octogenarians. It also scuppered the movie I had planned for next week, Cocoon the Return. I'll mull it over. Until the next broadcast, from a Toyota Avensis on the streets of Dundalk, stay well and stay sane.
Hello, Marion Finnegan here, CEO of Finnegan Waste Disposal Services Dundalk, proud sponsors of the Eamon Lowe Show on LWG-FM. For all your household waste disposal needs, you can contact us on our hotline, 1850 Septic. We can discreetly empty your septic tank and leave it in as good as new condition in less than 30 minutes. Call us today, mention the Eamon Lowe Show, and you can avail of our special offer of €150. No tank too big or too small. Finnegan Waste Disposal Services Dundalk, 1850 Septic. When we've done our job, you can go and shite.